I'm Beetle, and what is this? Hey, so today I'm doing sort of a list. I'm doing doodles, and with the doodles, I will rate 3 different areas for all of the species in Animal Crossing. So, what are those 3 classifications? Well, first, I'm doing my favorite. My favorite is just the one I like the most, even if it wouldn't be considered the best. Then I'm doing the best design. And with that, I don't mean that would be considered the best for everyone. It's just one that I think has a good and well thought out design. There are many different opinions, and since I could only pick one, don't get mad at that. I still try to mention all of the ones I can. Then finally, the honorable mention would be just one that I would like to showcase or doodle, which also helps me showcase some other designs that I think are also really good. This video is actually gonna be 2 parts, so please consider subscribing so that when the next part is on the channel, you can watch it immediately. So let's start off with A for Alligator. With Alligators, I actually didn't know which one would end up being my favorite. I really liked some because I really like reptiles, and I thought I liked Alfonso, Sly, Dale, but then I actually found out about Drago, and then so it was clear to me which one would be my favorite. If there's something that would be really present in this, is that I really like unique designs, and his design, I think it's one of the best with alligators. But to the best design, since I couldn't assign what was already my favorite, I went with Sly. I think Sly has a great theme and it really looks great. I still like Gale, but I think the female designs for the alligators are sometimes not the best because they're already very monster-like, but they're still cool. For the honorable mention, I picked Alfonso because I think he's really cute. His eyes help him a lot, but I was really close to also choosing Dale, which is a really cool design. Anteaters. Anteaters are sort of a tough one. I think there are some good designs, but it's kinda hard for me to pick. I went with the one I again think was really unique. I really like the pangolin armadillo theme that Annabelle has, so that's what I picked for my favorite. Then I actually picked Annalisa because her Japanese theme is something that I really enjoy. Then for the honorable mention, I was just about to put Antonio in there, but I picked Cyrano because I think the eyebrow is a really great factor. It's a cool design decision for him. Makes him look sort of angry, fits his style. I like it. Bears. Wow, there's a lot of bears. It happens a lot sometimes later when I'm doing this, but when there's many characters, I have a tough time picking. For my favorite, I have some that really were close together. I think Chow and Pinky were really close, but I chose Pinky in the end because, well, I think her design is really cute, the colors suit her well, and it's just fun having a panda. Even though Chow is also a panda, I just couldn't pick both. Now for the best design, I think it was clear that Beardo was gonna be the best design probably. I think he's one of the most creative ones. The mustache and the theme really fits. And I had a hard time picking the honorable mention. I think Teddy gets it because He's a very cute, very real Akuma-like bear. But I also had in mind Grizzly, which is a very traditional bear, and Tutu, which is like the polar bear. Those are my picks. Birds. This is an actual really tough one for me, and not because I like them all. I don't dislike them, I just had a hard time picking them out. My favorite was very clear, Lucha. Lucha is very unique and very cool. I think it's one of the best ones here. For the best design, I fiddled around with so many ideas. I wanted to put Twiggy, also Robin. Sparrow is really cool for this. I think Piper too, but I ended up with Midge because I think it's a very cute, very well-rounded design. Now for the honorable mention, I didn't mention him before, but probably my top two when it comes to birds, and it's Jack. Just look at him, just a cool and chill bird. Bulls. I think there are some good ideas, but I'm wondering why there aren't many more bull designs. I think it would be easy to work with that. But anyways, I picked Rodeo for my favorite. I know that's the usual joke, but it's pretty cool. Like, looks like a dark and somber cow. Well, bull, sorry. And for the best one, I chose one that I felt was very traditional, and that was T-Bone. Just a nice, plain but nice design. And for the honorable mention, one of the most unique ones here was Big. Has that very unique Viking aesthetic. Cats. Wow. This is a lot to take in. Well, there are so many cats, and I think this is one of the species that has the most big fandoms. I don't know how to say it. Just many people are huge fans of many different cats, so don't take this too personal. This is not the only way to look at it. I think they're all super good designs. I'm more of a dog person, but still, I really enjoy cats in this game. I think my favorite is clear, Japanese theme Kabuki. Kabuki just has that face that fits with the cranky, that everything, that theme. And with the best design, I went with a classic that I know many people love, but that I think it's also a really well-rounded, cool design, and that is Anka. Anka has that Egyptian theme, which also fits cats, so that is great. And for the honorable mention, there are many I could say. Felicity and Mary, very cute ones. Bob, you know, super popular. Tangy, very cool. Even the new one, Raymond, is pretty popular right now. But I went with Kit Kat. I think a great design, super fun, and that's what I wanted to do. Chickens. So, for chickens, there's some really funny ones. I think sometimes they're underrated, but my favorite would have to be Ken. That color scheme of black and blue looks really nice. And for the best design, one that I once had, and I think it's really funny, would be Goose. Now for the honorable mention, I was hesitant. I thought about Benedict, Knox, Egbert, and Plucky, but at the end I thought Profina had a really iconic and very good looking chicken look. Cows. Well, this is awkward. I'm only drawing 3 and there are 4. Well, for my favorite, I would have to pick Naomi. Her design, I think it's very 60s or something like that. Her hair is cool, her color scheme is really nice. Underrated. And for the best design, I think it's Tipper. Tipper has a really cute and perhaps maybe basic look because it is clearly what we imagine when we first think of a cow. But I think that is what is great about her design. And then for the honorable mention, I picked Norma. Patty was also really close because of her name. I think it's really cool, but I had to do one. Cubs. Wow, what a great bunch of good looking characters. I dwelled on this a lot, but I, in the end, as my favorite, chose June. I think the extra detail with the flower, it's really great. Just adds to the flavor. Now with the best design, wow, that was a tough one. I think there are many good ones that could be considered that. I think the new one, Judy, is super great. Vladimir is also really fun. And Maple is just a staple. Because, you know, who doesn't know her and thinks she's so cute? But I picked Chester. Just a cute and cool panda. I really like the design. And for the honorable mention, I had to pick Stitches. He's one of the most unique ones and with really fun colors. It's just a cute teddy bear. What's not to like? I also wanted to mention Bluebear and Tammy. While maybe not as unique as others, I think they're really good looking characters. Deers. Deers perhaps have one of the most diverse and really beautiful looking designs. As my favorite, I had to pick Eric. I really like the fact that he's a moose and the big, antlers look like that. But there are also a lot of good ones. I also almost picked Deirdre. I think the eyebrows and the whites in the eyes and lips really sell that cute looking design. For the best one, well, Diana is one of the best looking ones. Bill, Lopez, Cell are also pretty great, but I had to pick Fauna. I think she has that iconic, perfect deer design, the one we always think about. And for the honorable mention, I picked Fuchsia because she is really out there. Very punk, glam, cool looking design. Really fits her. Dogs. Well, I really like dogs. It's kind of funny that I actually haven't had many dog villagers, but I would really like to have some. My favorite is Shep. I just like that stereotype of that looking vibe with the hair on the face. Really chill dude. Looks really fun. And for the best design, there are many good ones, but I had to pick Mac. I think the way his face is drawn in really sells on that different shape of the face, even though it's the same model. It looks different to me, and I think that is really unique. For the honorable mention, Pocket Camp fans should know Goldie is great. Daisy has a really cute color scheme. Marcel has that unique face. Walker really reminds me of Snoopy, which I love. And Cookie, well, you know the story. But I had to pick Lucky. Lucky is a great and cool and very mysterious looking design. Look at those bandages and that eye. It's just great. Ducks. Ducks are fun. They have a very curious body type, and that is really fun. I think my favorite is definitely Drake. In real life, I like that kind of duck, so that's why. And for the best design, even though it is really just a funny and simple design, Joey takes the win for me. Those eyes and those eyebrows, he looks so unaware of everything. That's so funny. And for the honorable mention, well, Molly. I couldn't say no to Molly. Just look at her. But there are other many cool looking designs. I think Ketchup is very unique. Pom Pom is actually very fun. Freckles might be underrated, but I like her eyes a lot. Gloria looks fancy. And even Derwin. Look at him. Eagles. I think with Eagles, I wasn't sure if I was gonna disappoint people or not. I'm not too sure on the designs. For my favorite, picked Avery. He's the one that always catches my attention the most. Then for the best design, I think it was pretty obvious. The one that was the most unique has the best design in my eyes, and that would be Sterling. The helmet, the color scheme, even the color scheme of the red and the blue works really well. And for the honorable mention, I wanted to put Celia and maybe Pierce. I wasn't sure of which one to put there, but I had to put Apollo because, well, he's one of the classic ones, most well recognized characters of Animal Crossing, so yeah. I was maybe also about to put Buzz, but I think, yeah, Apollo wins just by a little. Elephants. I don't often look at designs here, but there are some good ones. I think my favorite one is very obvious, and that would be Tucker. Just has that very unique prehistoric design with a unique element to it with the big tusks, and I think that is really fun. And then for the best design, I actually chose Tia. I think that is just so creative. Even the one from Sanrio was really close. Well, this is the original. It has that color scheme, really looks the part and sells the design. And then for my honorable mention, I knew which one I wanted to put in. I just wanted to say Margie, really cute circus type look. Also Ellie, very unique in a plain way, but very cute. And Dizzy, I think that is one of the best ones. Like I said, I like the simple looking ones sometimes, but I think it really looks good. And the one I chose was Big Top. How can I not like this? Frogs. Frogs are actually one of my favorite species. I think my favorite is the one that I find the most fun, which is Ribbot. His design, I mean, is really fun for a frog, even more if you think that they enjoy the water and he would only rust. And the best design, I think, other than Ribbot, Rattle is the one that feels the most unique to me. And very topical, I may say. And so for the honorable mention, I think I should say, I think Diva has some great looking eyes. Lily is a very cute and good looking frog with a great palette. Wart Jr., I think it's underrated. The look of the warts is actually pretty fun. And the one that I picked was Frobert, because I think the color scheme is really fun. That green and those little green spots are also very reminiscent of those typical poisonous frogs. Goats. With goats, on my favorite, I went with Chevre. I think her eyes, her huge eyes, and the hair and the freckles really create a good and cute looking design. For the best design, I went with Billy. That old man, old goat feels really well done because of the beard and the closed eyes. And for the honorable mention, I really like Nan and also Kid, but I went with Pashmina. The color scheme looks really good. The eyes and the horns complement each other in a really nice way. probably underrated. Gorillas. Gorillas are a species that I didn't think I would like at first, actually for a long time, but then I found Hans, which is my favorite. I really like Yetis, so his whole idea I find really fun. The color scheme is great for a Yeti, and he also looks like he has a cold, so that fits. For the best design, I think I went with one that felt really unique, and that would be Boone. The colors and the way that the design is implemented on its face, I think it works really great and creates another very different looking villager. And for the honorable mentions, I think Pee-wee is super great, very traditional gorilla-like. Louis, I think, is very fun because he looks like Donkey Kong. Caesar could be one of the best because of that mustache and goatee. And I have to say Rocket is my mom's favorite for some reason. But I went with Violet. I think that hippie look, those blue dots, and the way she's done actually looks pretty nice. Hamsters. Well, hamsters are just so funny to me. They're so cute and round and chunky. My favorite has to be Flurry. She's very cute. The way her tiny eyebrows look, the way she makes her worried face, those big eyes really sell that cuteness factor. For the best design, I had to pick Graham. I don't know, it's just so fun to me to see those glasses and that dorky look for a hamster. It really fits. For the honorable mentions, I think Hamlet is a very good looking one. Rodney is also really fun actually. And Humphrey, I think, looks all furious but also cute. But I would have to say Apple. Apple just has that cuteness factor to her. Look at those big eyes. Hey, so in the comments, please tell me which one is your favorite. I will for sure comment and let me know my thoughts on it. I like all of the Animal Crossing villagers, so it was really fun for me doing this. Wow, this video took so long to make, and if you're still here, I thank you a lot. Please leave a like, and if you can, subscribe. The next part should be on the channel pretty soon or already there. Check out some of my other videos too. I'll be making more content very soon, so stay tuned. Bye.